What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy, Kingdom Hearts. Um, Late night check-in here. Just at Love's over here off of the I-5. Went up to Bellingham, right there at the border of Canada. Dropped a load off this morning and making my way back. Well, dropped a load off this morning, making my way back down. So I had to stop here tonight, and then I'll be heading on back down to Oregon in the morning. So wanted to do a check-in. Nothing really crazy. I know I got some videos I want to make for you guys and girls, but I was like, let me just make a little video. This is probably the thing about trucking, is that you're by yourself. YouTube becomes a pretty big outlet for you. You can sit down here and talk and share your thoughts. You're not sitting up in the truck losing your mind. I watched the movie on the laptop. If you don't, definitely download some movies, have your laptop with you, your devices. I don't have yet. I'm probably not gonna do it until I go to the next level, like put a TV in here, and then bring maybe my game console, stuff like that. But that's later down the road. But I wanted to talk to you, I guess, late night, talking about I watch a lot of people on YouTube. So I watch Trucker Brown, LaShawn. I watch Trucker Named Jay, Chasing Andrew, TRB. It's a lot of people. I watch a lot of those guys, and they share a lot of information. And it helped me when I was thinking about getting into trucking. And you hear their conversations and stuff they talk about. And a big thing that came up, looking at some videos today, and not just from them, but talking about kind of the whole leasing and the company. And it might have been some older videos, but when you get into trucking, is it good to go lease or is it good to go company? And obviously I went company, so right off the bat, man, I'm sorry, trying to get comfortable. Not to change subject, but when you get your truck, the mattress they give you guys, it's not the best mattress. I'm not gonna lie, man. It is. I haven't. It takes some time. You're probably gonna want to just buy a better mattress. Once again, my next step into my, when I get my own truck or things like that, when I'm looking to my next step to move up, I'll probably invest into a really nice mattress, especially for my bunk, and then you put one up top. But the mattress they give you, it is definitely a hard mattress to get comfortable. I think I have 1, 2, 3. I have a sleeping bag under here. I have a comforter, and I have another little sheet. So a little bit of cushion, and it's still. And then I have my little blanket, and then another sheet. But yeah, it's definitely not the most comfortable. But you got to try to make it work. I mean, some people, I know they have those little firm things you can put on your mattress, may help you out. But yeah, it takes some time. It takes some time to get adjusted to it, but eventually you will. But yeah, back to the thing. So, leasing and company. So, I mean, you gotta look at, to me, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and that's really what you're getting when you watch these YouTubers, is that you're getting their opinions. And I'm gonna throw my little 2 cents. I'm a rookie, guys. I'm the rookie trucker. I am a business person. I know business. So I'm not sitting out here saying that I understand the whole number game and what it looks like to make a smart decision. But when you're getting into trucking, and I think Trucker Brown said this, and LaShawn, a lot of people, and I mean, it may be a little different, but learning the industry is probably the first thing you want to do before you just go and sign a lease. Now, the good thing about it is, with these companies, there are most of the time a walk-away leases, and if you don't know, that pretty much means that you can go sign up for a truck, sign a piece of paper saying you're going to make X amount of money. I mean, you're going to pay X amount of money every week to the company to lease their truck, and you're gonna pay for all the stuff to insure it, and you're gonna fuel it, you're gonna take care of it. And to a company, Swift, all these bigger companies out there, they don't really care as much. To them, giving you the keys to $100,000 vehicle means nothing because of the fact that, for one, it's no risk to them. If something was to happen, you get into an accident, you have insurance. If you pay the truck off, they just made a ton of profit off of you, for they can buy now another truck. They're actually probably going to buy 2 trucks because they're probably going to make but $80,000 to $70,000, if not more, in profit off of you leasing it and then keeping it. But when the thing about it is that trucking, you got to think, when you go through trucking school and you do like your pre-trip and you're like, oh my God, most people walk out there and they be like, man, I know where everything is now. I know the alternator, I know the freaking engine, I know if it's gear driven, I know if it's belt driven, I know where the air compressor is, the steer gearbox, the pitman on, the drag link, all this stuff they teach you. And then by the end of your school, when you're taking your test, you're just spitting it out. And you're just like, man, I'm a mechanic now. I'm a diesel mechanic. I know everything about trucks. Trust me, man. Just give me the keys. If it breaks down, I'm gonna fix it. You don't know nothing, guys and girls. You know nothing, man. I'm telling you, the stuff they teach you is basic. If something was to actually go out, you would just open the hood and then look at it and be like, man, what's the on road number? You'll be like, they'd be like, what's going on with your truck? I don't know. It's fluids. What does it look like? It looks like fluids. Can you send somebody out? And most, when you call, they want to give you give some description on what it is. You just tell people, I don't know. So, once again, when you get into lease, it's that you got to think, if you got to go into a lease, even though you're leasing and you're not buying, you have to go into lease, to me, with an idea of being like, I want to go into business for myself. And if you're going to lease solely for the money, you may have a hard time. You may. I'm not going to say that, can you make good money? There's companies out there that pay you percentages. There's companies out there that pay you, you start off with Swift, it's like the 0.35 cent. You're not making that money because you're learning. So once again, they can pay you, cents. They can pay you that. You can drive, 600 miles, and they're going to pay you 35 cents a mile because you're learning. But they're making good money off of that. And then you move up. Then you go up to $1, $1.20, $1.50. Then you get to percentages, and you get to it's a whole different journey. There's a lot of different avenues, and that's why I feel like you got to learn it. I know some people will say, and I think it's probably true, but I just feel like in this day and time, people move faster, is that 6 months to a year, you should progress in your career. I think that's where, do I think that you are full blown, like everything about trucking? No, but I think you should progress. To me, I want to do 6 months to a year, and then I want to take another step. What was it? The guy, Trucker T, I watch. He's doing similar to that same thing. You go out here, you get your experience, you do some, and exactly what it is. Experience is building your confidence in over the road driving or on the road driving. If you can you drive solo by yourself? And you'll probably notice that in the first few months. The first few months will really make or break you. 6 months will kind of put you on that line of like, are you feeling good? And then towards the end of that year, you're going to be pretty confident in your ability to kind of do. I'm not saying you're an expert or anything, but you're going to kind of have your flow down as far as around what you're going to be doing as far as backing, how to pre-trip correctly, how to pre-plan, how things work out. So I think by then it kind of gives you that next step to where you probably want to start progressing to something new. And that's why I feel like, then maybe you look into maybe a lease option. You'd be like, all right, what is it going to look like to lease a truck now? Because now I know how to, kind of what that looks like. And I got some papers from Swift. I feel like I don't know yet when it comes down to good companies. Swift is obviously, they have their lease, but it's about a mile. I think the minimum that they pay, I think it's like $1.12 a mile, which I feel like if you're leasing a truck, I'm gonna sit up here, guys, because this laying on my back is kind of getting there. But sorry. $1.12 for leasing a truck, it's kind of like, I mean, that's not bad. I guess that's good when you go from making 35 to 36 cents a mile to like, oh man, now I'm making $1.12. But you also now have $1,000 truck payment, if not more, plus fuel. So you really got to break the math down. There are some companies that I like that they have percentages, which I do like the percentage. I think the percentage is where you start truly getting into the whole business side of it, because at the end of the day, if the company is being paid, a certain amount for the load, I want to get a percentage of that. I want, the 60, 70, 80%. Well, I don't think you get 80%, but that 70% range. I think like one company I was looking to, they do like a 70% that you get. And I think that's pretty damn good, and then you have from there, like TRB, the Wright brother, he is on the whole, what they call the loading board, which is damn cool, man. That's like a whole different ball game. I mean, you're talking about now you're picking your own loads. You're now in control of fully what's going on, but you got to kind of have an understanding on what's going on. You can't just get into it and be like, I'll just kind of figure it out. You got to have confidence in yourself that you're going to put in the work, because this is not the industry that you just kind of try and stumble your way through. Because for one, driving a truck is a serious responsibility, but for two, you can pretty much, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of information, and it's going to be hard work. It's not something that you can just sit down here and be like, I'll just figure it out as I go along. You kind of want to know. But just some things to think about. Like I said, man, this industry, when it comes down to leasing and company, I think the whole thing of going company is cool. Do company, like I said, 6 months to a year. If you're like me, Swift, you went to the Swift school, it pays for your school. If you stay here for a full year, you pay for it. If you leave before, it's not that much, but still. And then think about the lease and then go from there. The money's gonna come. Money is good. Money is what you work for, but don't let the money be the only reason why you're doing what you're doing in life, man. I've made a good amount of money in my life, and I can tell you that the more money you make, it's not it's like my boy Jay, it's gonna be more problems, more stress. Does it feel good? Yes, damn right it does. It feels amazing when you make more money, when you can pay those bills, when you can sit back here and be like, man, I don't have to check my account when I buy something, or when something needs to be paid, I just pay it, or I pay this 6 months in advance. It feels good when you do all that. But it also brings other things, other problems and things like that, and lifestyle changes in your life that now you have to maintain. The money is going to come as in any career that you put 110% into. And if trucking's that, man, I'm telling you, it's not a question about if you're going to make money in trucking. The question should be, are you going to make money in trucking? Because almost anybody can come out here and do this. It's not something that is that unique to where it's like, hold on. Sorry, guys. I told you, man, it's trying to get comfortable. It's like crazy in here. But it's like one of the things where it's like, this is, you're learning how to drive a semi. Most people have a driver license. So it's definitely something that is a skill, because it takes skill to do what we do on a daily basis, but it's not something that anybody else can't do too. So, just getting at you guys and girls. I guess I should probably go to sleep. I don't really have to wake up at any point in time. I don't have to really be back until like tomorrow night. I may even try to sleep in, hang out here at the truck stop for a little bit, then head on back like midday if I don't hit the traffic. So I don't know what you guys think. I asked some questions. I mean, what do you guys think about the whole company and lease? I think either way it works out. So I've seen success both directions, where some people only did lease from day one, and then some people do company from day one. But yeah, I'm gonna hit this up. I'll send this up. What's the day? Today is God, man, it's going Tuesday. So yeah, about to be hump day, middle of the week, guys and girls. Hope y'all enjoying it. Get out here tomorrow. I'll do the same. Keep it pushing. Remember, love what you do what you love, and never give up. That's my motto. Man, I'm freaking getting tired. That's my motto. I sit down here and I'm 100% at whatever it is I do, and believe that when you start something, it may not ever feel like what you want it to feel when you first start. With your expectation, your expectations may be very high when you go into doing something new. You may be like, man, I'm gonna sit down here and I'm gonna make a certain amount, X, Y, and Z. People come into this industry, I'm pretty sure, being like, man, I'm gonna make $1,000 every Friday or every week. And then you get that first check and you be like, oh snap, it's like $500. That's a big difference, but it doesn't mean you can't make it. It just means that it takes some time. And time is not like, oh, I'm just going to wait 30 days, 60 days, and it's going to magically appear. No, you're going to have to grind. You're going to have to sit down here and learn. Dispatch, and I'm sorry I continue to go on here, but I'm just, hey, why not? Dispatch is another thing where you got to sit down here and really just think about, somebody. And that's another thing about why some people do the low board, because these people control your income, man. They don't like you. You don't get along with them. They're not going to send you loads. So you got to prove to them when you first come on here that you are reliable, that you're not going to be, late. You're going to be on time. You're going to sit down here and not talk about, oh, I want to go home every weekend. The average, you got to think, to me, and this is my thought, is that when you get into this industry, you need to plan, company or lease. I don't care how you look at it. You need to be out here for 3 to 4 weeks to really make that money. I think when you come out here, unless you go like I'm doing right now with this dedicated, which was like, I think I don't know how often it really happens when you become new and they give you on a dedicated account. But I knew when I was coming into this, like, dude, I'm gonna have to do 3 or 4 weeks. Now you can only ask for dedicated, and I did it mainly because I know the winter was coming up. I'm being honest. Where I live at, the winter is real, and I need to prepare. I'll be like, dude, man, me getting home ever or having to deal with the winter was gonna be something that was gonna be a challenge. So once again, being like, hey, if there's a dedicated account and I jump on it, which is okay. I'm not gonna lie, man, the miles are starting to kind of get a little funny with me, because I'm still a guy where I'm like, I want to see between 25 to 3,000 miles a week. That's just me. I feel like if I'm doing this, then that's what I want to be working. I think when you drop down to the whole 2,000 miles or below, you're getting to local work. To me anyway, I feel like that's like a local driver. You need to be paying. I could be getting paid hourly and probably making more than. So that's when I start getting a little irritated, because I'm like, all right, man, if this is, I told my guy the other day, I was like, if it gets a little lighter because it's the holiday, it should be speeding up, then we got to make some changes. But then he obviously kicked me, a couple distant loads where it's like some 2-day hauls, which is cool because, you're talking about 1,200 miles on one trip. And I'm like, that's what I need. That's what I need in my life right now, because, this whole 2,000 mile weeks, nah, those don't cut it. Those ain't paying the bills. But those, it's gonna happen. You know, it's definitely gonna happen, especially in the wintertime. I mean, you're not always gonna be running. Freight is going to slow down. Freight, you know, hopefully with this dedicated account, it shouldn't, because it's Target, so their holidays, they get busier. From what they tell me, have what they call like a little blitz, where, I mean, you're working pretty much every day. They're sending you wherever. So, but once again, working with your driver leader is huge. You know, once again, they control your money. So, parked next to this freaking reefer, man. I do drive-in, and this reefer, man, the refrigerated truck, it cuts on and off, man. I was thinking about trying it. I haven't did it yet. I've only did the drive-in so far. I hear good and bad things about refrigerated for 1 year round. It's good to, it doesn't slow down as much because it is food, so food and stuff like that is always going to be delivered, but a little bit more extra steps. And that noise, man, I don't know if you just heard it, but it cuts on and off and all through the nights, man. You'd be like, dude, trying to sleep with that probably be a little challenging. But I don't know let me know what your takes on that, between the whole drive-in, refrigerated. I don't know about flatbed. Flatbed was some good money at, but I don't know. I haven't had in my mind. It's like not. I'm like torn between the flatbed thing, but we'll see how it goes. I'm probably gonna be moving back to the east soon. I'm originally from the east. My wife is from the west coast, but we're gonna be moving back to the east coast next summer. Back to from the VA, so from Virginia. So I'll be moving back there. So then it'll be a whole different new ball game of learning. Probably stay with the same company. I don't know everything yet, but that'll be different. But hey, thanks for the 20 minutes of time here, guys and girls, man. If y'all like the videos, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. You know, subscribe to the channel. More videos coming at you. I'm always gonna be giving y'all some type of update as I go down this journey of trucking, trying to make this paper, trying to live this dream, and you know, build this lifestyle for my family. You know, that's the goal right there at the end of the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my head down, get some rest, you know, and wake up tomorrow and do it again. So y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out. It's your boy King of Hearts. Get at you.